Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday wherever you guys are at. Before we go any further, if y'all don't know the routine, I'm gonna learn you right now. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date to all your Raiders. For all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Let's just get this chat highlight fixed real quickly, and we will be good to go. Bear with me, guys. All right, there we go. We are good to go. Oh shit. All right, my fault. So yeah, as stated in the soft opening, we did sign two more free agents. We signed cornerback David Long. When I got the news earlier today, I thought it was a linebacker and a little disappointed, but not really. But we signed former Rams cornerback David Long, and we also signed two-time Pro Bowl selection Austin Hooper. Let's get into these stats with David Long. David Long has been in the league for 4 years as a Ram. For his career, he has 68 solo tackles, 10 assists, 1 interception, and he got a Super Bowl last year. With the Rams, he was really more of a rotational piece at the cornerback position. As you know, they had Jalen Ramsey as a D-back. I did get a tweet earlier today, or a message rather. Let me see if I can find it, because this person was a Rams fan that actually reached out to me. And let me find this real quickly. I'm so sorry, guys. Was it? No, it was a tweet that I put out earlier about this. Give me 1 second. Let me just find this real quickly. I'm so sorry about this. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. Well, I thought that's where it was, but it's not opening up right now. Oh, here we go. So shout out to Chuckles405 on Twitter. He responded in a tweet in response to me putting the signing of David Long. A good friend of his is a Rams fan, and this is what he had to say in a text they had earlier today. David Long rotated in a bit. I think he was like a number 4 corner, but they always had Robert Rochelle and Ramsey. He worked with a strong secondary, though. He's a beast. I'm sure he'll bring some experience and leadership. So welcome aboard, David Long. And we move forward. We also brought in, and we talked about this on Monday as we knew a meeting was going to happen today, and I said it during the live. We cannot let this man leave the facilities without signing a contract. We did sign Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper's been in the league for 7 years. He played for the Falcons, the Browns, and previously the Titans. For his career, 339 catches, 3,468 yards, 25 touchdowns, and again, he was selected to 2 Pro Bowls. Great addition. We just signed O.J. Howard on Monday. Great tandem. It looks like we're going to go back to seeing a 2-headed monster, a 2 tight end system, and we're probably going to see it quite often. We've seen this from Josh McDaniels' offensive schemes in the past. I've brought up the examples like Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry in recent years. And in the past, you had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Look, time will tell. We still have to fill these holes on defense, but I do like this signing. I do like the signing of both tight ends, as we did trade Darren Waller last week for a 3rd round to the New York Football Giants, and we did not re-sign Foster Moreau. As you guys know, market value-wise, kind of pricey for a guy that wasn't very productive at the tight end position for us. He had a market value of $9 million. I didn't see him being worth that much at this point in time. Let me fix the chat highlight, or move it over actually. Here we go. All right. I see Sean's in the building. Lee, the homie, Cambo, Mason Blue, Carlos, Brave, Federo, Primos, Tone Loke, Dave Maxfield, Freddie Raiders, AC, Anthony, Primos, Dave Maxfield. I almost butchered that for some reason. Key is in the building. Hi, Key. But let me highlight a couple of these right now, and let me see what you guys have to say. Because at the end of the day, we always know when it comes to being in the vault, when it comes to being here on Raider Nation News Today, it is always about you, the nation. So let's take a look real quickly and see what some of you guys had to say in regards to these recent signings today. Dave Maxfield, you are the leadoff. Great signings today. Let's not give up, nation. There you go, brother. Shout out from Bakersfield. Hooper. Wait, what? What's up, Hammer? Shout out from Bakersfield. Is Hooper Waller's replacement? Look, like I said, we replaced both tight ends as we didn't resign. We didn't resign Foster Moreau. We did trade Darren Waller. Austin Hooper is very productive. Let me just take a look real quickly just to see recent years in regards to health-wise. Because obviously for me and a lot of you guys, durability, health, production, that's what we need. Availability needs to be your best ability. So let me just take a look real quick. So last season he played all 17 games. 2021 with Cleveland, he played in 16. 2020 with Cleveland, 13. Atlanta, 2019, 13. 2018, 16. That was when it was a 16-game regular season. 2017, 16. 2016, 14. Look, durability right there. That's all we need. And you just heard me say the numbers. Last year with Tennessee, he had 41 receptions for 444 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 10.8 per catch. I'm happy with this. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy to have this guy here. Let's just see how this plays out. Let's see what else these guys are going to do moving forward. We did see that today was Ohio State's pro day. I saw some tape from CJ Stroud. I did put it up on Twitter earlier this afternoon. For those that aren't following, I believe it's still Hammers_house. I think that's the only one I couldn't change because it was way too long. EJ, what's good? 9 games missed since 2016. Yeah, there you go. Salute to Bourbon, what's good? Eugene, salute, brother. We hit this draft, and we can be a playoff team that will set up nicely for 2024. I believe. Let's go. Shout out to Oak Las Vegas Raiders Network. It's like, what time is it here? So it's 5 here. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon where you're at. What the hell are you doing? Hooper is going to eat in the middle of the field. Jimmy loves his tight ends. Let's pull this up real quickly because I brought this stat up a couple of weeks ago when we talked. Well, actually, it was really last week when we talked about the signing of Jimmy Garoppolo. So let me see if I can find this again. I wonder if I could do it this way. Wrong one. George Kittle's stats with Jimmy Garoppolo as his quarterback. George Kittle had 243 receptions for 3,126 yards and scored 17 touchdowns in 51 games with Jimmy Garoppolo as his quarterback. Imagine what he is going to do with the weapons at the tight end position now. And like I said, we could be seeing Josh McDaniels' previous offensive schemes of running 2 tight end sets and running them quite often. I'm good with this. I'm very, very good with this right now. Shit. Sorry, bro. Shout out to Mitch as well. A shout out to Graphic Raider, aka Oak Las Vegas Raiders Network. If you're not subscribed to him, please subscribe to the channel. Just hit 18K the other day. Congratulations, and to many, many, many more. We are, I think, 32 away from 6K right now. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And again, y'all know the routine. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. I think his low numbers in recent years are because of the offenses he's been in. Yes. Especially with some of the quarterbacks. Tannehill has seen better days. He really has had a downward spiral probably within the last year and a half, maybe. And he is a guy that a lot of teams were interested in potentially bringing over. He was a topic of conversation for the New York Jets in the event that they weren't able to get Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr or Lamar Jackson. All these prime quarterbacks that they're looking to get. If they weren't able to get one of those three guys, they were going to go bottom of the barrel, go figure, and go for Ryan Tannehill. And that's from things that I've heard. Those are from various reports. That's from ESPN and ESPN in New York. So I can understand that in regards to Hooper. But again, he's had various quarterbacks as well. I don't remember. He had Johnny Manziel. What the fuck? He did have Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. I thought when he went from Atlanta to Cleveland, I was kind of iffy about what he was going to do then. And it kind of showed in regards to Baker Mayfield, another one having his highs and his lows. And then ultimately he ended up with Carolina, got cut by Carolina, got signed 2 days notice this past season with the Rams. We know how that went. I know he signed with a team recently. I can't remember who it is right now. Don't really care because he's not a Raider, so it doesn't matter. Bourbon said Hooper and Howard, let's fucking go. There you go. I'm good as long as he doesn't make any rap videos and just focuses on playing football. Shout out to Matthew Moyer. I don't think we have to worry about anything like that. And look, I think these guys are really going to be committed to this program, committed to this team, committed to this front office moving forward. Lord willing, especially when it comes to guys that we draft, we don't have any headaches. We're not back or front page news for the wrong reasons. Look, we've talked about this. We've talked about the Patriot way. And at times it does come off as militant. Look, growing up, my hometown, it was all about discipline. It was all about discipline. It was all about execution. It was staying in line. And I get that. Like, that is a familiarity for me that I've been accustomed to since I was a kid. So I get it in regards to the Patriot way, but we also know this is not the Patriots. This is the Raiders. This is history. This is the black hole. This is Raider Nation. I can go on and on and on and on. So we're good. He signed with the Bucks. That's right. Thank you guys for that. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, he signed with the Bucks, and truly, I was under the belief that Kyle Trask was going to be the successor to Tom Brady. But clearly the trust isn't there yet. So, or maybe we're looking in Tampa. We're probably going to see a quarterback competition going through training camp and preseason. But again, not our division, not our monkey, not our circus. So, let's see if I'm missing anybody in here. I don't think I am. Oh, all right. Give me 1 sec. Let me take a look, J-Ro. Appreciate you pulling on up. Austin Hooper. Because funny enough, I heard we signed him, but I didn't hear anything in regards to the money. So let's see. 1 year, $6 million contract with a signing bonus of 4.9. Average salary 6. Total guarantee 6. Okay. I want to say that's the Raiders one. Let me double check this. I could be wrong. This might have been Tennessee's. If this damn thing wants to open up for me. Let me see something. Let me just double check. Looking at this other screen. Let me try Spot Track real quick just to double check. But Spot Track doesn't seem to want to open up for me. I could be wrong about that. Oh, you know what? Federo, there you go. 1 year, $2.75 million. I don't know why it's not highlighting. There we fucking go. Oh, here we go. Now it pulled. You put it in the. I swear to God, this is how life works, right? You put it up there, Sean, and right away, and Federo as well. My apologies. You guys put it on the screen, and all of a sudden, my screen pops up with what the contract is. So it's a 1 year, $2.75 million contract for 1 year. That's not a bad deal. Let's take a look for David Long. Oh, it says again. This could be correct. I could be wrong. Whoa, is this it? Is this really it? No, that's the wrong. Jesus Christ. That was the wrong David Long contract. So somebody 3.5. There we go. Thank you guys. I thank you guys for that. I'm sorry. Again, I don't know. All of a sudden, everything normally works. At least when it comes to the internet, but it is what it is. So 1 year, 3.5 with incentives. Brandon Woods good. Carlos 3.5 mil. Kevin Castro was good. King Joshua, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was one of those that I struggled to find, and funny enough, this is the second one I got because the first one I got, I had it in Vegas. I think, yeah, when I was in Cali and Vegas back in August, I actually, my dumbass put it in my backpack and it got really fucked up. So I was like, I gotta get a replacement. So this is the second one. Well, I say this to you guys, and not insult, not disrespectful. Like, Abrams a saint now. This is like his third team since we got rid of him. I don't think we really care. Best of luck to him, I guess. I was gonna do a giveaway and give away my Jonathan Abram jersey, but I didn't think anybody wanted it. So, but you know what? Good luck. Stay out of trouble, hopefully, and maybe get your weight up and they'll put you in the box. Not an insult, just a fact of life. He's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere. That's pretty accurate. That, you know what? Where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? That's a hot take. That is a hot take. What do you think about Leonard Floyd, linebacker, had 28 sacks last 3 years? Can't believe he's still available. What's his market value? What's his market value? Freddie said, I'll take that Abram jersey. I was kind of disappointed when we traded Waller, but these moves that we're making are crazy and still saving money. Brandon, you know it's funny, and I think I mentioned this last week when the trade happened. Like, look, he was due $11 million this year. We brought Jacoby Myers in, who's making $11 million. So it was a win-win. Like, we gave away $11 million. We got a third-round pick, and then $11 million a year for Jacoby Myers. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Dave said we need Leonard Floyd. Dirty Eric, what the fuck is good? So happy you on because, yeah, I love what I do. I did the challenge yesterday, and that was straight from the heart. Like, yes, obviously it was pre-recorded. I was trying to keep it short. I must have did 4 or 5 takes before I watched one that I was like, you know what? I like this one. I'm going to go with this. But everything I said came from the heart. You guys know I've always been genuine. I've always been loyal to each and every single one of you guys. And again, thank you so much for your continued support. It means the world to me. It means more than you'll ever know. Again, the Raider Nation is truly my second family. I wouldn't have it any other way. Denzel and Waller trade hurt, man, but I would love to have seen Jimmy and Waller go off. Well, now we have O.J. Howard and we have Austin Hooper. So let's see what happens. And again, we talked about durability. Austin Hooper's missed, 6 games, 9 games in his 7 years in the league? Sign me up. Sign me up any day of the week for that. He played all 17 last year. So sign me up for a guy like that. I'm keeping my car, AB, Waller, and Tyrell Williams jersey, sir. I have a Waller jersey. I have a Waller, I have a Jacobs, I have an Abrams, I have a you guys are going to kill me for this one, but he did play with us for a year. Jason Witten, I have my Charles Woodson jersey, and I have my custom jersey. My custom jersey is really the only one I wear now. I do want to get a Tay jersey, and I do want to get a Mad Max jersey. I'm disappointed that I didn't get a Perryman jersey. Like, again, players come and go. I've said this to you guys before. Like, this is not as a fan. This is somebody that has been around the game his entire life. So I understand the business aspect of it. But regardless, like I'm still gonna admire players and support players, but it's always gonna be the team and it's always gonna be Raider Nation first. So, like you guys know when I'm on, I won't sugarcoat shit. I will call players out when things are going bad, when they're fucking up, and when they're doing good, they get their flowers. Like I am brutally honest, and some people like it, some people don't. But it is what it is. We're here to have a good time. I'm here to put on a good show for you guys. That's what I'm going to continue to do no matter what. I really wish I could answer that question, J-Ro. Um, I wish I could answer that question, but I can't. Like, I really am not trying to see a 5 or 6 deep running back depth chart again this coming season. I guess they're going to hold on to Old Man River as long as they possibly can. He might be another guy that rotates in every once in a while just for fresh legs. We do have Zeus to take into consideration. A couple of weeks ago, I did do a quick hit on players that I think are going to have breakout years or expanded roles. And Zeus is one of those guys I think will have an expanded role this coming season. So when it comes to Brandon Bolden, realistically, your guess is as good as mine right now. He needs to go. I hope he gets cut in preseason. You know what, Primos? It may happen by then. We'll see. We draft Hendon Hooker. I'm ordering that jersey first week it goes on. I think a lot of us are like, sign me up, get Hooker. We need Hooker jerseys. Look, I wanted Malik Hooker in free agency last year. Of course, we couldn't get him. We didn't get him. And I was like, damn it, it would have been dope. We would have had a Hooker in Vegas. Sign me up for Hendon Hooker. Hammer, do you think Hooper can block better than Waller? Yes. Yes. Because realistically, Darren Waller was more of a receiving tight end than he was a blocking tight end. Moreau was in there primarily when it came to down in situations and blocking situations for the tight end position. So I would have to say Hooper is a better blocking tight end than Darren Waller. Yes. With this team, as of now, what? Nope. I said this on Monday. Realistically, especially after the preseason this past year and how almost none of the starters really played, I will not give a prediction. I won't do that until I can get a full assessment after week 4 of the regular season. That's when I can sit there and be like, all right, this is what our record's going to be. But I will not do any predictions until... And we haven't even gotten past the draft yet. I can't. I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. Brandon Bolden and Keelan Cole have dirt on McDavid. Yeah, Keelan Cole, I was stunned by. Again, what was it? Targeted 21 times, 10 receptions. He had the one questionable touchdown reception in the back of the end zone against the Patriots at the tail end of the year. I don't know. Maybe this is a guy that's here for camp. I think Cam Sims is probably going to get more burn than he does realistically. And again, not an insult, just a fact of life. Wayne Kerr, what's good? I like the O.J. Howard and Austin Hooper signing, cheap contracts, and with the tight end sets we run in this offense, if we draft a tight end, who do you like? Cunts. I can't even think of, like, I've talked about this class. I've talked about our tight end class, the tight end class coming in. I've talked about the secondary. These are the two biggest draft classes. Like, they are the most productive and the most more or less the prized possessions of this coming draft. They have both the secondary and the tight ends have a very, very deep class coming into this draft next month. So, but the one tight end that stands out for me is Kuntz. Like, let's get a Hooker, let's get a Kuntz jersey. And if we could draft Juice at the offensive line position too, you got Hooker, Juice, Kuntz. Why not? Keelan Cole knows the playbook. He's a smart player. He's got to step up, man, and he's got to be more consistent. Again, and shout out to you, King Joshua. Again, 21 targets and only 10 receptions. Come on, dude. And we saw a lot of times where they would drop balls. Pause if necessary. Like, there's no coming back from that. Like, and you guys saw it firsthand too. We got Hooper Jacoby in a third round for Waller. Ziegler is cooking. There you go. Hooker would have to be in the third round, though. Wayne, he might be gone by the second. He might be gone by the second. If you guys want at some point during this live, we will do a mock draft. I'm not going to do the trade down. I'll keep it the way it is right now with all the draft picks we have, and we'll just play it as it goes. Hooker, Juice, Cunts, this is heaven. Shout out to Jamal. If you guys want me to open up the lines, you guys want to talk about today's signings, if you want to ask any other Raider questions, I'll open up the lines. If you guys want me to open them up, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down and I won't. Again, this is about you guys. I do this for you guys. So if you guys want to call in and sound off, let's do it. I'm going back and forth, making sure that the chat and everything is up and running the correct way. And I appreciate everybody that's in here. If you're new in here, again, first timers, don't let it be a last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. Kalijah Kancey would be a good one. He absolutely would. I like Kancey. Like, when I was doing the mock drafts earlier, he was a guy that was on my radar. But a lot of times recently when I've done the mock drafts, he's already off the board. So it's something I don't know. Maybe we try to figure. We'll definitely do a mock draft before we end today, and we'll see realistically if he's there. Then of course I'm going to try to draft him. But if he's not, it is what it is. Galveston County Raiders, salute. I'm so sorry. I could see Baltimore going after Hooker if we don't. Do you guys think that Lamar Jackson is going somewhere? Do you think he's going to end up going to another team? The Falcons were a team that were talked about, but it seems that that's not going to happen. The Jets still in this stalemate with the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, they may get sick of this stare down with the Packers and their front office. They may try to go another route and try to find a way to get Lamar Jackson in New York. But I really haven't heard of any other teams that would try to do that at this point in time. So we shall see. There you go. What about the kid from Fresno State? I can't remember his name. Are you talking about the quarterback? I don't know why all of a sudden, it's probably this room. I got to turn on that humidifier. Lamar is that high-priced house with a bad roof that's been on the market for a long time. You know what's funny? So we were talking about this, and I was talking to a couple of people about this the other day when it came to Lamar Jackson, because he wants Jake Haener. That's the kid out of Fresno State. I'm not taking a chance on another Fresno State product. No disrespect. In regards to Lamar Jackson, so apparently he had recently turned down, not too recent, but he was offered a contract with, I believe, $133 million guaranteed, and he turned it down. I guess he tried to bet on himself, and now he wants something in the excess of like 250 plus in guaranteed money. Now, we know what's going to happen in regards to the market being reset once he potentially gets a contract, or Josh Allen or Joe Burrow get new contracts. Like, one of them is going to reset it, and then the next person after them is going to reset it as well. I don't know what the hell is going on with me today. I really don't. The Colts like right now it looks like the Colts are in a serious rebuild. So I'm not even sure if they have that type of money to take that chance. Gerardo, what up? Nice seeing you doing more lives. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, even if it's not a live. I try to hit you guys with a pre-recorded, and whatever content I can put out, I want to continue to be on top of things, keep you guys up to date with anything that breaks. It was nice to get the alert today about David Long, and then I think it was shortly after 1 o'clock, if I remember correctly, that I got the alert about Hooper. So I was happy about that. Probably, Anthony, probably. Get Clayton, Tune, and Tank. Interesting. What do you think of Dorian Thompson, Robinson. I think he's underrated as hell. Haven't really seen or heard much about the kid. I'm in the Tanner McKee in round 2 train. Bourbon, you guys saw the mock draft I did the other night, and I went another route and went late in the draft and took Stetson Bennett, and I got an F. The rest of the draft was pretty solid, but I got an F for drafting Stetson Bennett. So it's another one I'm not going to do ever again. I looked at it, all I could do was laugh at myself. Like, what the hell was I thinking? It was really one of those moments where Little Man popped up on the screen and said, "What the fuck?" I didn't know what I was thinking. Sorry. I didn't really see much, and having Deb on a couple of weeks ago, and shout out to Deb Wickus, sports reporter, she didn't really say much about him, and she was at the combine. Like, we did the pre-recorded as she had just left Lucas Oil for the combine, and it was the day of the quarterback. He wasn't a name that was mentioned. Whew. Shout out to Cocaine Bear. We need Bobby and Peters, and I'd be happy. Look, we talked about that on Monday. I'd be ecstatic. We talked about their market values. Age plays a role in it as well. But again, if we can give them contracts where the signing bonus is a shit ton of money and the average is like $1.5, $2 million, and make their signing bonus like 8, why not? Even if it's a 1-year deal, having veterans, having Pro Bowl caliber veterans, captains of their teams, both of those guys need to be in that locker room. Both of those guys need to be locked in at those respective defensive positions to help lead the young guys. Another guy that I would love to have here as well, Calais Campbell. If some miraculous way we were able to get the 3 of those guys here, and I know that's a pipe dream right now, but having the veteran presence of those 3 guys, even if it was 2 out of those 3 guys, and do not ask me which 2 out of the 3 would I take, because I'm not answering that question. Look, football's my life. I love football. I will admire players that are not even in the silver and black, but these are some high caliber players, some seasoned veterans that could definitely be huge assets to this organization this coming season. So Marcus Peters, Bobby Wagner, Calais Campbell, you guys probably aren't watching, but if somebody that is cool with you is, please tell them to come to the silver and black. Thank you. What you think about Renfrow and the trade rumors? I've talked about Renfrow potentially being traded. He's owed, I believe, $13 million this season. I've talked about it. I don't know what the real chance of it happening is. I think if there's a call that blows the Raiders front office away, then they may do it. If, for those that don't know, the New York Jets just traded their receiver Elijah Moore for a second-round pick to the Cleveland Browns earlier today. Who's to say that we trade Renfrow and we don't get something in return like a second-round pick? Elijah Moore was a guy that was having issues with the coaching staff, the previous coaching staff, in terms of their offensive coordinator, LaFleur. He once told the dude to go fuck himself. You can't coach for shit, and that's not improv or anything. That's what he said to his offensive coordinator at the time. So I get them severing ties, and they brought in Mecole Hardman yesterday. They signed Allen Lazard last week to a 4-year deal. You still have Garrett Wilson, and I believe, oh my God, there's another one, Corey Davis, which I think he's still on the roster right now. So the signing of Hardman, they made this deal. They sent Elijah Moore off to Cleveland for a second rounder. Who's to say we can't do the same thing if it happens, if we trade Hunter Renfrow? I'm not saying it's happening. The reports are out there. I mentioned it. I have mentioned it in regards to a package deal for us to trade to the number 3 overall pick, but it's all just it's all talk right now. Nobody likes LaFleur. AR-12 had problems with him too. Yep. Cocaine Bear, Renfrow in a package to AZ. That's the package. Like, you've heard me talk about it. I've said our 7th overall, this year's 3rd, next year's 2nd, and Hunter Renfrow for that 3rd overall. And every time I've offered the trade, it has gone through. I'm tempted to do it again when we do a mock draft later on. But yeah, at this point in time, there are reports out there. I'm not sure what really is the likelihood of him being traded. But right now, if you think about the offensive weapons that we have, I wouldn't mind trying to keep him here. Look, we have Tay, we have Jacoby, we have OJ Howard, we have Austin Hooper, we have JJ, we have Jimmy G. We do have Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett is a guy that is more of a slot and probably a guy that'll probably split returns with Amir Abdullah, but we shall see. Not drafting a QB this year unless Stroud falls on our lap. No need to rank QBs for Raiders in round 1. Okay. All right. They also gave a 3rd. Wait. Are you talking about the Elijah Moore trade? They gave us a 2 and a 3? What? CJ Stroud is going to Carolina. They were hugging him today after the pro. Oh, Jesus. You guys are going to make me do that mock draft where I do try to trade for 3 and see what's on the board at 3 for us. That's probably what Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler in Ohio talking to Arizona's GM about. They're all in the same place. Well, everybody's there, especially those that are in the top 7, the top 10. They're there for that pro day to see CJ Stroud and the other guys out there. So, been a Hooper. Shout out to James Lillard on the 199 Super Chat. Been a Hooper fan since his Atlanta days. Good move. There you go. Oh, okay. Renfrow would be nice. Yeah, Jets got better end of the deal to me. Again, shout out to Jamal Williams on the 199. Appreciate you, brother. They traded Moore and a 3rd for a 2nd. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's really not a bad deal at all. And like I said, I really think that the coaching staff as a whole, even though LaFleur is not there anymore, he wanted to be traded actually during the season. Before the trade deadline, he did demand a trade. It didn't happen. He had his little sideline fits with LaFleur. And ultimately, he got traded. So, no, they basically traded up in the 2nd. Okay. I don't think people realize how much of a blessing it would be if Carr falls to 7. That would be a franchise-changing addition. Bo-nose Raiders, you're right. But I also think people are going to look at it like typical us getting somebody like that. So we will see. We're a little over a month and 5 days away from the draft. And we will have live coverage for you guys for those 3 days, April 27th through April 29th. Jackson Smith ran a 4.5. Ooh. Definitely not a Jets fan. I had friends that played for the Jets, a former high school football teammate that played for the Jets. I had family that played for the Jets, who ended up being our receivers coach a couple of years ago as well. But I supported my family, I supported my friend, but was never a Jet fan. Nope. Can't with you with that shit. What's wrong with you? Like I told you guys my story yesterday. Look, played football since I was 3 years old. Became a Raider fan in 1998. Huge admirer of Tim Brown. Huge admirer of Charles Woodson as I played receiver and defensive back growing up. And those are 2 guys I love their game. I love their play style. Guys that I emulated tremendously. So, yeah. Does it scare you that Jalen Carter is out of shape? It's a little bothersome, but we've seen it. We've seen it with players in various sports where these dudes, they enjoy their off season and sometimes enjoy their off seasons a little too much and indulge in things that they shouldn't be indulging in, and show up to camp out of shape, show up to camp overweight. It happens. I feel like Carter's going to act up in Vegas in typical Raider fashion, getting a play. That's my concern. That's my concern right now. Like we've seen this movie before. we had to deal with the drama that was Damon Arnett's stupid ass. The unfortunate circumstances with Henry Ruggs. It's tough, man. It's very, very tough. Gonzalez or Witherspoon at 7. I think Witherspoon is going to be gone at 6. So if Gonzalez falls in our lap, then hey, I've told you guys, as deep as the secondary class is, I'm kind of still up in the air about trying to go and take a corner that early in the draft because of how deep it is. Look, there have been a lot of guys that I've drafted in these mock drafts. The grades for each and every single one of them have been incredibly solid, and it has never been one that I've drafted, whether it be in the 3rd overall or the 7th overall. So we shall see. Hammer had a beard at 3 years old. I definitely didn't. The full beard thing didn't happen until I was like in my late 20s, actually. Do a fan mock. Can't keep taking the safe road. We did that with our previous QB. Need to trust the evaluation process and take some risky when necessary. Oh, Lord, Anthony, you are too much. All right. I got to figure out which screen I can do it on. I have this one here, and this is the one that I have Streamlabs up. Like, that's the only thing that's up on this screen. This is what I was on yesterday when I did that pre-recorded. No teleprompter, nothing like that. I got this screen here, this screen here. Let me figure out how to do it, and I will set it up. Let's get this going. And you know what? Because we do have the we have the live chat on my monitor on the right. So this one, we'll do 3. We will do 3. The very first one, I'm going to let you guys do it. I'm going to let you guys select, and I'll obviously click the button and all that fun stuff. But we're going to do a mock draft. The nation is going to handle this first mock draft. So give me 1 second. Let me set this up, and let's get this going. I remember now they just added this new thing to PFF last week, the turbo button, and I'm loving it because we can get through this draft a hell of a lot quicker. Make it a lot less painful for some of us. Excuse me. Let me find this. Make sure it's the right one. Properties. Oh, we are golden. Let me minimize myself. Let's take off the overlay. There we go. There it is. Uh-oh. Put myself up here. All right. I feel like I'm missing something right now. Jonathan Studios, salute. C. Gonzalez is going to be a gem of this draft. I truly believe he will be an all-pro. We shall see. This is going to be like Gruden's drafts. If you guys are doing it, it might be. We will see, though. I kind of want to... fuck. Hold up, guys. I'm so sorry. You know I hate the dead air. Still trying to engage and entertain, though. I thought this was full screen. I guess not. All right. Let's get into this shit. No trades. And again, you guys are doing this. So shout out to Andy Kim. Salute, salute, salute. Here we go. Christian Gonzalez won at 6. So Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Tyree Wilson, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Carter went to Seattle, which I kind of figured that was going to happen. Christian Gonzalez went in front of Witherspoon. So again, I'm looking at the chat. This is on you guys. I'm not selecting shit right now. I wish I could put a vote up right now. Uh-oh. Consensus down the board has us going with Witherspoon. So, Devin Witherspoon, welcome to the black hole. All right. Second round, guys. 38th overall. Excuse me. I'm like dying right now. I don't know why. All right. Where do you want me to look? Quarterback wise, I'll take a look first. Tanner McKee, Hendon Hooker, Aiden O'Connell, Jake Hayner, Stetson Bennett, Clayton Toon, and Malik Cunningham are there. The best available right now, you have Josh Downs, Tanner McKee, Felix Anudike Uzoma, BJ Ojulari, Emmanuel Forbes, Dayon Henley, Adetomiwa Adibawar. Trust me, I'm not trying to butcher the name purposely. We could have gotten Anderson then, Forbes, Witherspoon and Hobbs. That's crazy. I see 2 saying Forbes. I see 2 saying McKee. 3 saying McKee. Actually, no, because that's the same person. Come on, man. What are we doing? All right, let's take a look at the linebackers real quick. Linebackers, you got Henley, Simpson, Williams, DeMarvion Overshawn, which that would be a reach in the second round. I wish I could put a vote up on this. I see McKee. A lot of people are saying McKee. Macy from Stanford is smart and can run this offense. Let me get back to this. This is so hard, man. I think you meant McKee. All right. Okay, a lot of people are saying Simpson. Let me get back to that. This is a lot more difficult having you guys run this shit. All right, so we got Trenton Simpson. Third round, Tanner McKee is still out there. Let's see at the quarterbacks who's still out there. Hendon Hooker's still there. Surprisingly enough, this is like one of the rare in recent times that he's still on the board. I see 2 hookers. I see 3 hook. Well, that's the same hooker. That's 2 hookers. I see Henley. I see Forbes. Unless you guys are behind and Henley was already taken. Rob is saying offensive tackle. McKee, Hooker. So I got 3 hookers right now. 1 McKee. Another hooker. This shit is funny every time I say it now. Don't use PFF instead. So we'll do another one with PFN after. Let's go with Hooker. Because a lot of people are screaming for Hooker. All right. Best available. Garrett Williams is there at the cornerback position. Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson, who I have drafted a lot. And I've gotten a solid grade every time I've drafted this kid out of TCU. This is, what, the 4th round? No, this is our third round pick. I'm sorry. No. What am I saying? This is our first third round pick. I'm sorry. Edge rusher, Carl Brooks. Look at the D-line. Let's take a look. Moro Jomo, Kobe Turner, Keandre Coburn, Byron Young, Gerard Clark, Jonah Tavai, Broderick Martin. No hooker. We need ball, not probably the biggest. Offensive tackle. Let's take a look. Oops. Tyler Steen, Luke Haggard, Connor Galvin, Braden Daniels, Carter Warren, Ryan Hayes. Tomlinson, 5'7" guys. Huhi Garden. Ugh. Moro Ajomo, we need a DT. Probably better off going with the line late. This draft looking like a Gruden draft. Well, look, we have you guys doing it, so but Moro Ajomo will go the defensive interior. And then we have the 109th pick, so we're still on the clock right now. Jacorian Bennett off the board, and that's another corner that I've been very, very high on. Overshawn, let's take a look. Overshawn is gone. Overshawn went. Where did Overshawn go? Overshawn went with the 81st overall to Detroit. Check D tackle. We just took a defensive tackle though. All right, I see a lot of people saying Pace. He said, "Damn you, Detroit." That's a fact. Let's go with Pace. Still got to fill that linebacker room right now. Like, I know things are moving slowly as the new league year just finished or like just started really, and it's just like slow moving on the front right now of free agency as we're a week into the start of the new league year. So, all right. So we have a trade up here. I'm not trading shit. All right. So we are in round 5. Who is... Coburn. So you guys are really heavily on the defensive interior. Didn't Will Anderson... Hold on. Let me just double check something. Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, this is your guys' drafts, not mine. 4.8 40-yard dash. Middle linebacker. Great choice. Ronnie Hickman, we need a safety. Draft a defensive end. We have no right guard. All these years of bad drafts really rubbing off on Yeah, y'all are terrible. Hold on. How do you spell this dude's name? Because it ain't coming up here. Voorhees is not even on the board, bro. Oops. Voorhees isn't even on the board. Voorhees towards ACL won't play. Why draft him? All right, guys, come on. Let's get another one. Oh, I'm going to end up going with an offensive lineman. Actually, no, I might take Hickman. Nomad, salute, brother. Come on, guys. RG from Bama. Talking about Ikayor. You guys are all over the place right now. Edge rusher, you have Yasir Abdullah, you have Viliami Fahoko, you have Yaya Diaby, you have Jose Ramirez, O'Shawn Mathis, Tyler Lacey, Fihoko. All right. That's what you guys wanted. So where are we now? We're still in the 5th round. Shit. I'm going to go with this. This is you guys, not me. So tell me, where are we going next? You guys are terrible. All right, we're going to go Ronnie Hickman because we do need a safety. And we are still in the 5th round. We still have 5 picks. This is best available on the board right now. Juice is there. I wonder if Kuntz is still there. Let's just take a look at the tight end real quick and see if they're there. Nah, Kuntz is gone. Damn it, Kuntz is gone. Davis Allen. There you go. Got a tight end. You said Stetson Bennett. Didn't we draft a quarterback already? Best cornerback available. Let's see. Where are we at? Corners. You got Darrell Luter, Khalif, Halasi, Carrington Valentine, Alex Austin, Nick Jones, Jay Ward. Juice, he can play center or guard. Is Juice still on the board? Juice is gone. Juice is gone. Juice is gone. We just got a tight end, Brave. We just took the kid out of Clemson. Said, damn it, chat. All right. Kirkland. I don't think Kirkland's on the board. Juice actually got drafted just before us by the Texans. Best corner available. People are saying Haggard. You know what? Let's do that. We still got 3 picks left, guys. This is the best available left. We took Haggard. We got Haggard, guys. D. Winters is there at the linebacker position. Aubrey Miller's still there. Aubrey Miller's a guy that I've drafted a couple of times as well. DJ Johnson from Oregon. All right, a lot of people are saying Aubrey Miller, so we're going to go with Aubrey Miller. Remember, this is your guys' mock draft, not mine. We have 2 left. DJ Johnson is still there. I think somebody had wanted him before, right? So I'll take that. Again, I'm not taking it. Brave Raider had said DJ Johnson. So we'll go with DJ Johnson, and this is the final pick. I don't know if the chat, I have it on live chat, so I know it's not me. Dante Stills. Stills isn't even there. Where is Dante Stills? Ibrahim? Where is he? Damn, you guys are hold on. So I'm seeing people saying Jake Bobo. I'm seeing people. Why are we going for a running back? We have a huge. Our depth chart is full right now. I'm gonna go with Bobo because I see that on the screen too. All right. Let's see what you guys are graded for this. Trenton Simpson got you guys a D minus. You got an A with Witherspoon. You got a B with Hendon Hooker, a B minus with Moro Ojomo. Ivan or Ivan Pace Jr. was a C plus. Viliami Fahoko B minus. Ronnie Hickman an A. Davis Allen an A. Luke Hager to A plus. Aubrey Miller a C plus. DJ Johnson a B. Jake Bobo a B. You guys got a B plus on your draft. So now it's my turn. Jalen Carter's there. Will Anderson went to Arizona. Yep, figured that much. CJ went to the Panthers. Bryce Young went to the Texans. Anthony Richardson went to the Colts. I'm going to take a flyer, man. I'm going with Jalen Carter. Second round. I'm just like intrigued looking at some of this stuff right now. Safety. Back to the interior. Let's see how this one goes. All right. Jalen Carter with the 7th overall. Went Deion Henley got a C. Hendon Hooker got me a B. Garrett Williams an A plus. Isaiah McGuire A minus. Ronnie Hickman an A. Keandre Coburn a B. Davis Allen an A. Ventrell Miller an A. Cameron Brown, the corner out of Ohio State, an A minus. Javarius Owens out of Houston an A. Justin Shorter a C. A minus. Let me get back to this. Let me open this back up. Hold up. There we go. Oof. Shout out to Mario Caceres. Welcome to the vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber to the channel. I like the McGuire pick for sure. Dude is underrated. Appreciate you guys. How about this? I'll do one more. If you guys like, thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll do the trade up to the 3rd overall. Big Surge, salute. We'll trade up for the 3rd overall. So you want to run it back one more time? Shout out to Jason Hunter on the $5. Just jumping in to say hi. What's up? Hope you all have a blessed day. Raider Nation for life. Salute to you, Jason Hunter. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Ventrell Miller's a dog. Yeah, he definitely is. Let's do it again. We're going to do it with the trade up. So bear with me. Let me minimize the screen again. Or myself, rather. Look, I'm a little person. So I finished that one with an A minus. I'll take it. Shout out again to Justin Hunter on the $5 super. All right. So we're trading our 7th. We're trading our 3rd. Or I think that's a 2nd, actually. I technically think that's a 2nd. No, it's not. No, it's not. I suck at math. That's a 3rd. All right. So we're going to trade Hunter Renfroe in this deal. It's a 1st, a 3rd. I wonder if I take away the 2nd, would it work? Nope. I wonder if I try it this way. Nope. All right. So a 1st, a 3rd in this year's draft, and Hunter Renfroe, and a 2nd, next year's 2nd for Hunter Renfroe. Let's offer the trade. Trade went through. Let's start this draft. Okay. Bryce Young is off the board. Anthony Richardson went to Houston. Know where I'm going. I'm going to go edge. Corner. Interior. Safety. I kind of want to go Coburn, but I'm going to stick with a linebacker. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's take a look at this one. This is with the trade. CJ Stroud A+, Felix Anadike Uzoma B+, Tre'Vius Hodges Tomlinson A+, Moro Ajomo a B+, Ronnie Hickman an A, Cam Jones a B+, Davis Allen at the tight end position out of Clemson an A, Chandler Zavala guard out of North Carolina State A+, Ronnie Bell receiver out of Michigan a B, Javarius Owens at the safety position an A, and Mohamoud Diabate out of Utah a B. Got an A. I'm happy with these two drafts. I'm very happy with. Tomlinson might be 5'7", but look, every time I've drafted this guy, I constantly get a very high grade. Let's see. Freight Train, what is good? That was fun. We've been on for over an hour. Hold on. Let me just double check something real quickly. We can minimize this actually. Fit to screen. Let me just double check something real quick. Yo, we are 2 minutes away. Wasted is going live. Go over there. Tell them I sent you. Appreciate everybody that came on in tonight. If you haven't already on your way out, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation, for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity. We out.